Women are emotional. Men are logical. Half truth. Men can be as emotional as women can be logical. Ladies, when emotions run riot at work, remember that logic is a choice that you have to make. I recently learned about the 6-second pause that makes you take a better decision than you literally have done just riding on your emotion and the wave of it. So, I'll tell you a quick story and how that now I know I would have behaved or performed better. In my 14 years of working as an employee, I had 2 times when I was roughened and I flared up literally. One of such was during one of my pregnancies to have a baby, and I was very, very close to delivery. I can say sincerely that the manager that very evening was not being considerate, and both of us were not acting with the best of emotional intelligence. Yes, but I could have done better. That was a moment when I had all the excuses. Oh, I'm pregnant and hungry. I've worked since morning and it was very, very late in the evening. But being in the office late in the evening is not unusual in my kind of profession. In fact, we'll say jokingly that when it's getting to evening, it's just morning. Everybody understands that that's the way the job rolls. So that wasn't going to be something any lady who was in that profession should be holding on to. Okay, yes, you were pregnant, but you were not pregnant for anyone in the office. And you were not about to give birth to the baby that belongs to the organization, your baby. So, again, you could not give an excuse to say that it's because you were pregnant, that's why you had the reason to flare up. So what could I have done differently? Today, with what I know better, I would have understood that I could have switched my emotional buttons and maybe escalate the issue that was on hand to someone who could ensure that I went through it without having to flare up. For every time that you had that outburst, you did something to your personal brand. You should have fewer of them. So ladies, I know that we can be moved to tears a lot of times. Things can touch us at what we call our last nerves. But in all, let's remember that we are gunning for the same positions that the men have become so accustomed to, and many of them are not willing to shift for you to sit. So what do? I'm not saying you should be inhuman and forget about your first nature. I'm just saying keep growing in emotional strength because you will need it. Life will hit at you the same way it does to the men, and you will need to answer for yourself. Just when you do, you'll be proud you actually did. Best.